parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, 15. Go. 51, Mike 51. Yeah. Hey, Mike 51.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. It's Williams on the catch. 9 yards that time.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got it.
That's caught inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Hey, 57.
On 2nd and a couple. Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
That's complete to Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That is caught by Williams for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. Skirts by him at the 35, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it indeed.
Okay, just a strain. I'll take that. I thought we was going to lose him for the season.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to get it back here.
I think I was down, but...
So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Calais Campbell on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, and now he's going to use his legs. 20.
Just go out of bounds.
And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Thought they was going to let me slide off.
But it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. It's a gain of 25 yards. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore in the middle of last year. Led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter. And with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner, he'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets this one to Garcon.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, Jackson. Oh, it's
Come on.
He holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep and that is
that man balling by himself.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Here's Austin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take
that man balling by himself.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It certainly wasn't one of the more conventional plays ever run, but it gained a first down, and he got the ball in the hands of a playmaker.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Oh, that shit come at the right time. Throw it rhythm on.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson, wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
I can't get to my looks yet.
Those are the types of throws that Jackson has to be more efficient with this
trying
year.
to eat in the middle
really
of the
put an
field.
emphasis on improving his passing accuracy in the offseason. His last year as a rookie, 58%.
I saw him coming. I just he checked him. Nothing I can do, man.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things.
I couldn't force it, and he checked him.
2nd down play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And that'll be incomplete.
I know he like, damn, I keep getting these breaks.
You
right.
Time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Rip left. Check. 53, check.
Jackson from the shotgun. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Nothing I can do about that one.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, Mike 51.
Now Mahomes. Got his man. That's Mecole Hardman, the rookie. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman.
Oh!
There he goes, right side.
Fucking orange strength.
For a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown of the new season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This time Jackson will throw it. Steps away. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Mike, 53. 53. Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So a very tight
second one I've had blocked today.
Break in a 1-point game. As we send you down
second field goal I've had blocked today.
Coachman has our EA Sports halftime
These motherfuckers here, I do.
Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step
the second dude that they've hurt
when we return to Arrowhead. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
We just ain't having no luck.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack
I had a feeling because he sent the blitz.
Because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
44, Mike, 44.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Now it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Come on, man.
Give him 3
Let
on
him
the
get that
keeper
damn
there,
tackle.
and it is 2nd down.
Slow ass jukebox.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Jackson.
That's a late reaction. They bailed him out.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot. just about every time.
Wow, they bailed him out with that.
Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Thornhill.
What the fuck?
And he's into the clear.
Wow, Madden. Can't do nothing about it.
He will score.
Can't do nothing about it, man.
Kansas City.
Can't do nothing about it.
Well, when both guys
Today's just not my day, man.
I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally
it's not my day.
Both guys go up for it and come down with it. The tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to
not
be
my
a
day.
tie
He
at all.
loading the
He
fucking
wanted
box.
to
I can't run the ball right now.
And went the other direction.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now. And this one incomplete.
What can I do, man? They're not hanging on to the ball. I knew that's what he was doing. He was playing right there to jump their route.
Being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I ain't mad at him.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Wow.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Well, he's going to go for it all. It's going to wind up incomplete. However, we
that's
do
on
have
me.
a flag down.
Wow.
The referee. So they decline it as that will bring up 4.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Let's go.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. And to give this time to the tailback.
Wow, Madden. Wow, Madden. Madden.
A great play there. 76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of
It
right
has
there.
not been my day.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way,
that was not what I was trying to do.
That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
We got to figure out something because he got fucking contained
first
on.
down that's knocked away and incomplete. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Finally, I got bailed out.
Flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Shavarius Ward in on the tackle.
I don't have enough weapons to be able to do what I want to do.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson.
And he can just zoom around because I don't have enough spacing.
No call, and it's 3rd down.
I don't have a number 1 outside, so he can just zoom around.
As they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't
come
think
on,
so.
man. It's just we don't have a good enough. Once Brown got hurt,
couldn't hold on to the football, so I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Mahomes now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Earl Thomas in on the stop. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Airing it deep for Garcon. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 25-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. His throw incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes you know those.
And he's going to be taken down.
I didn't even get a chance to fucking read anything.
Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check 4, check 4.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, Ingram. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Ingram again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Number 53, 53. Let's go.
And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
From the 27, Mahomes.
Come on, Madden!
And an alley to run. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Williams. It's a 6-yard gain.
This
on the
motherfucker made a play that should never even exist.
Down, that keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything
Lord,
right on that play.
Bailed him the fuck out.
Front. good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He may try and run for this.
Wow.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Wow.
When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football. But as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards. Great elusiveness and speed. And the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback. But if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.